We are continuing with the chapter Statistics of Economics, second part of +1. And in the previous sessions, we studied the portions regarding economics, the relationship of statistics with economics, importance of statistics, scope of statistics, advantages, everything were analyzed in the previous sessions. At present, we deal with the main disadvantages of statistics. Statistics actually provides data. Statistical analysis is made on the basis of data. Data means the information regarding past activities. An activity was done and we noted regarding all details regarding that information, and this information will be considered for analysis in the future. So statistical tools work based on the past data. Past data may not be relevant in the future. This is the main disadvantage of statistics. A thing happened in the past may or may not influence in the future activities, but we cannot confirmly say that it will affect in the future activity. So a thing happened in the past will be considered for analysis. On a thorough analysis of that thing, we decide that this will happen in the future, and we expect the future like that, but it may or may not happen. It depends upon the changing situations, and the situations always change. Since the situations change, the past data is applicable to the changed situation, it's a question. So the application of statistics in its raw form or in its theoretical form may not be advantageous for an individual or organization or a nation. As the time passes, everything changes. So it is required to use some more elements to that, which we call common sense. That means a person, for example, a student who scored a mark in his 8th, 9th and 10th standard at 80%. On the basis of this, considering his marks during these stages, 8th, 9th and 10th stage, he scored 80% marks, 80% marks. Then on the basis of that, on the analysis of that, we decide that in his +1 level also, he scored 80% mark for that subject. But as he grows, his intellect increases, or the courses or syllabus changes, it may be some kind of toughness there. Because of these reasons, the studying capacity or ability of that person will differ. What was actually happened in the past may not repeat in the future. Because of the tough syllabus or because of some other reasons, he may not be able to attend the examination as in the past, and he is got 70%. So it will not be possible to say what happened in the past will repeat in the future. But actually statistics provides this notion that what was happened in the past, and the same trend will repeat in the future. The other things, other changing situations, so changing environment, changing business environment, market environment, attitude of the people, behavior of the people, taste, fashion and consumption level of the people, economic trend of the people, all these things will influence these activities, and accordingly some changes will happen there, and some changes will be, we can expect some change in the future. So statistics is not a static thing. We should not consider it as static. We should add something to the statistical information and make it as useful to the future only after consideration of these changes. The change in environment and other things cannot be reflected in the past data. we have to manipulate the past data in accordance with the changed situations. Only then it will be useful. The statistics will be useful. Otherwise, just using the result of past studies and applying them to the in the future will not provide a successful result. And another thing is that another disadvantage of statistics is that here the basic thing of statistics is data collected or information collected. How can we collect information? How can we collect data? It will be possible through different ways. One is by or through direct methods. We are consulting somebody else. For example, a business manager or a producer contacts his customers individually and asking them their responses. This is the product that I produced and you purchased. And what was the level of satisfaction you derived from that? He is noting these things directly. But the thing is that the consumers may not give a honest answer to the questions. Sometimes they provide a biased data. When the data biased, the information that we collected becomes useless. Most people provide biased data. So when collect information directly from these people, the people may not give apt or correct, honest answers to the question. Anything we done on the basis of these wrong information or biased information will make the business organization in danger. For example, a person who purchased 3 products on an interview says that I purchased 30 products. So we, on the basis of this, we are collecting. One consumer purchased 30 products. Similarly, how many consumers are there? These consumers will another 30 products in the future. Everyone will produce in the future. On the basis of this information, we produce the products and stored in our godown. But only 3 in the case, only for saying 3, he said 30. On the basis of information, on the basis of this information, we conducted the production and produced the product. Definitely, this system will collapse just because of the reason that the production was conducted on the basis of a wrong information. So, these kind of wrong things may happen at the time of collection of information. So, information collection should be accurate. Inaccurate information may lead to inaccurate decision and collapse of the business organization. So, collection of information should be done with the utmost diligence. Without considering the honesty and integrity of the consumer, we are collecting information that will affect. So, a study of the behavior of the consumer should also be made to ensure this. It is a difficult process. Collecting exact information or honest information becomes very difficult. So, all the work done with the statistical data. We analyzed the collected data and interpreted the data and arrived at some decisions on the basis of this. We conducted several meetings and discussions with the top managements. Everything was done on the basis of this collected data. But the basic data was wrong. Then what will happen? All these things were futile, will become useless. So, wrong information, there is a chance of wrong information in the collection process. So, the entire statistical process will collapse due to the process on the basis of the wrong information. So, diligence should be given at the time of the collection of data. That's a main or another disadvantage of the statistical technique. One more thing is that collection, analysis, tabulation, calculations are concerned with the statistical process. These are not as easy because it may require use of mathematical tools and techniques, algebraical tools and techniques, and some reasonable analysis. These are to be done. So, it is a tedious process and a difficult process. conducting statistical analysis is not an easy thing. A common man may not be able to do these things. It requires expertise. So statistical analysis can be done only with the help of or only by persons having expertise in this field of activity or expert knowledge regarding this. So special knowledge should be acquired regarding these things for the purpose of formulation. It is not easy for everybody to understand easily the statistical techniques and its usage, and it is also difficult to convince others regarding the uses of these things. So analysis, defining, interpreting, and making others to convince these things becomes very difficult, and it requires basic knowledge regarding statistics to understand this. So this is a difficult process. A common man may not be able to understand the statistical techniques and its usage. Okay, and in this topic, if you have any issues or doubts confronted with this topic, contact through the email. Thank you.